What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gifted Gamer 204 back at it again. And yes, you guessed right. Today, we got another banger for y'all, man. So if you're new to the channel, please don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button as we keep on rolling right into this one. So check this out. I want to talk about something different today, right? So, y'all see the title, right? Is gaming too expensive? So I just pulled up this article. This one is obviously it was published last year, but it says games are too expensive these days for everyone. I'm gonna just read this first article and that's it. I'm gonna get to the point. Everyone would agree that games are too expensive now, and when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Whether it's indie developers trying to scrape together the cash to stay afloat, major studios attempting to push the envelope, publishers trying to make a profit, or regular gamers staring at their wallets. Games cost too much money. This is an issue I think about a lot. So there are two news stories over the past weekend which caught my eyes. The first was that the CMA Activision Microsoft merger report claimed AAA projects can have budgets that go into the billions. The second was that the $70 price point is putting a lot of players off buying new games. Together, these two stories paint a picture of an unsustainable future. I'm gonna just leave that one right there. Now, these AAA games, they are getting up there as far as price, making the game, because like we read, just an example, like Spider-Man 2, I think it was about 300 million that it cost to make. So that's a lot of money. And then you look, and that's just to make the game. Now you gotta market the game. Marketing costs a lot of money. It ain't cheap. Marketing is not cheap. So I will say, I'm not sure, I'm just guessing. Let's say with the marketing in total, it was like 500 million in total to make Spider-Man 2. They put an extra 200 million in marketing. That's a lot of money. But it is what it is. They got to do what they got to do because they need to provide us a great game that we, the consumer, who work 9 to 5s and do what we got to do to make it out here, is going to drop those $70 to play that Spider-Man 2 game because we know that you're making a great product. So when you make a great product, we have no issues in spending the $70. You see what I'm saying? So it's not our fault that they got to spend that much money. Technology, everything is moving so quickly. We getting new tech. So you got to do what you got to do. Now, with that being said, right? I looked up some hobbies. The top hobbies, right, in the US. I just made the US, okay? Because, this is where I'm at. So check this out. So the most popular hobbies in the United States include cooking and baking, reading, pets, video games, outdoor activities, shopping, traveling, arts and crafts, socializing, board games. All right, real quick. Traveling, you already know what time it is. Just buying a plane ticket could take you up to like $900, $1,000 just on the ticket. And people do travel. People love to travel. Now, socializing. You already know when you out and about socializing, that money just flowing out your pockets. And you ain't even thinking about it. You just, whoop, I'm having a great time. Whoop, let the money flow. It don't matter. Shopping, you know what time it is. Damn near, I try to buy a Nike sweatshirt with the matching sweats, and a pair of Nike sneakers, the sweatsuit alone was like $135 for the sweater and the sweats. Now you tie that in with the sneakers, it was about $220. That's almost $400 just on sweater, sweats, and sneakers. Almost $400 in one shop. Boom, you done. So you already, I don't even gotta explain the shopping. Pets, now we're gonna get to it. So I selected a few out of them. I went over the cooking, right? Boom, boom, they explain the cooking and things like that. This hobby is followed by collecting, which costs $287 per month. And cooking with an average monthly expense of $240 monthly expense. Now remember, people out there, this is why these options are there, these hobbies, because people actually do this as a hobby. You might not do it. You might think cooking is just, people just cook just to eat and, to have dinner on the table and things like that. People actually cook and bake as a hobby. And this is what they came up with. $240 monthly. Okay? Now monthly, let's do the math. $240 in a year, right? That's $2,800. That's almost $3,000 in 1 year. Now, let's keep going. Owning a pet. Those of you who own pets, you already know. I don't even gotta explain this one, because everybody should know that having a pet is not cheap. You see it right there. An annual cost of owning a pet, dog or a cat, $1,400. It includes food, vet bills, potential grooming needs. Yeah, you know how it is. Now, let's keep going. One of the least expensive is outdoor activities such as hiking. You already know hiking, you don't need much. You got a book bag, you got some comfortable hiking boots, you put some water bottles in your book bag, some sandwiches, and you gone. Damn near all these hiking trails, all these parks, and they all free, so you don't even need to spend money. Okay, so I went over to the video games, and here we have the average gamer spends about $76 a month in their hobby, or $912 a year. The average life expectancy is 78 years. That's assuming the gamer started gaming at the age of 12. Okay, so this goes basically depending on how you want a game. Now, when we look at, I'm gonna just start off with the Pro, right? That is $700. It's $700. Mind you, the PS5, the original, came out 4 years ago. 4 years ago. Okay? Now, I'm gonna come back to this cooking hobby. We doing, right, the $240 monthly expense. So in a year, I told you it was $2,800. Now, you times that by 4, which was 4 years ago that the PS5 came out. You know what I came up with? $11,500. Now that's an expensive hobby. Gaming is a one-time thing, and you pick and choose what you want to game, what game you decide to buy, what accessory for that specific console or PC, whatever it is you want to buy, right? So the 240 is $2,800 in the year. Now I came over here to the games list, right? That happened to come out this year, 2024. Now I went through all of them, all the games that came out, and I summed it up, and I came to $360. Now you tell me, how is that expensive compared to cooking, when that person spent $2,800, almost $3,000 in 1 year? I only spent $360 in video games. And I only bring that up because it's so crazy to me how people keep saying that gaming is so expensive, that everything is getting so expensive, that $70, is too much money for a video game and things of that nature. And I already did a video telling you, that games even 8-9 years ago was only $60. Only $10 less than what the average game costs in today's world, which is $70. It was only $10 less, and that's over 10 years ago. So I don't understand why is it that when something is popular online, everybody want to start running with it. That's what I don't understand. Just like the Pro, when they announced the price, what was the popular thing to talk about? Oh, $700 is too much. That was the popular thing that was on the internet. So what does everybody do? Everybody attaches onto it and starts running with the narrative. $700, I could do this. I could do that with $700. Oh, that's way too much. Bro, the PS5 came out 4 years ago, and I already went through all those numbers. You see what I'm trying to say? Like, gaming is actually not an expensive hobby when you look at everything else that I broke down to you. When it came to shopping, when it came to traveling, when it came to cooking, when it came to owning a pet, when it came to socializing, that's expensive. Do you know how much money you could spend if you're a person that actually goes out every weekend, that just, you work Monday through Friday, and when the weekend comes, you know what time it is? It's going out time. You know how much money you could spend in 1 month? So I feel like everybody needs to take a step back and look and pay attention and stop running with whatever it is that's the popular topic online. Stop running with it. You know what I always say? When everybody is talking about just one thing with the same opinion, that's when I always tend to take a step back and analyze the situation and say, why is everybody on the same, just talking about the same thing right now? You got to take a step back and look at the situation. You can't just go with the flow, whatever's happening right there and then. That's what we talking about today. $700 too much? That's what we going with. Let me go online and do a tweet, and let me go and make a video. Let me try to get some clicks over here. That's how I see things. Now, we all need to take a step back and pay close attention to this, and hopefully this opened a lot of people's eyes as far as always talking about gaming is getting too expensive. No, it's not. Especially for PC gamers, talking about PC gamers don't even pay to play online. Most of the games the highest games that are being played on PC are free. They don't even cost anything. So think about it. Those top games on PC on Steam are free. the most popular games. So, you know, I think that's a conversation we could have. If you agree or disagree, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I just, I wanted to make something different today. So I'm gonna leave the video right there. Shout outs to everybody who've been supporting your boy. I appreciate you, man. Holla at your boy. It is the gifted one, man. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. I'm gone.